North of Vermont, so it's the Eastern Township.
We can keep it rolling. I'll edit.
Yeah.
I know, I have mine on airplane mode.
Yeah, it was the schedule for you.
Oh yes, okay.
Same to me. Same to me. You have to go to
I
see
know.
Thomas. Okay.
I'm here today to have a small talk with Eric Gagné, a bowmaker from Montreal, or from Canada. And we're here at the Violin Society of America Convention and Competition in Anaheim in 2022. So I'd like to welcome you to sunny California.
Yeah, that's a pleasure.
Yeah. We'd like to talk a little bit about your work. Can you tell us a little bit about where you grew up?
Yes. I'm from Sherbrooke. It's a town an hour and a half from Montreal. I grew up there, and I came back now. I used to be in Montreal. It's been like 12 years that I was in Montreal, and I just moved back to Sherbrooke, where I make my bow now. That's the workshop is there now, where I do my making. I still go to Montreal to do maintenance and see customers. So I'm still in Montreal.
That's great. So how does it feel being at your workshop compared to being in Montreal? Do you feel like it's much better for your mind making, or?
For the lifestyle, it's a little bit more for family also. It's a little bit better. I'm very well set up. I kind of like both, actually. I kind of enjoy being in a quiet place to be able to focus on making making like bows when I'm there, and when I'm in Montreal I'm there for repairs, to see customers, to talk, and enjoy the cultural life also of Montreal.
Oh, that's right. I'm curious about your work. For me personally, I feel like it's very particular in the style. And can you tell me a little bit about how the style of your work and where it's influenced?
Yeah, I'm pretty much influenced, if I may.
Sure.
I'm pretty much influenced by early French makers, I would say. Okay. I think I would say I'm influenced by early French makers, but modernized. I kind of put a lot of small elements that I like in Tour, that I like in a Pajot, in Persois. There's a lot of elements. These bows are not related, but they somehow have many elements that fits when you put them together. And then after that, I had my special salt. And this is what I would say that it's the beginning of the inspiration. And then after that, of course, now it's mostly my bows. It's mostly my model that it's been designed, and I kind of like curves, a complex sculpture, and for the camber and for the wood itself, it's for me a nice playability. I want the bow to feel like a prolongation of the body. I have a lot of musicians that say I like your bows because I don't need to think about them.
That's true. I had received many comments from musicians with comments about the work, saying that it feels like it's an extension of my body.
And comfort also is important.
The cuts, right?
Yeah, no cuts. The head. Where the thumb goes. It needs to be comfortable. And when you have it in the end, when you do pizzicato and all this, it needs to be not like just organic, like the hand, like the body, like everything. So this is for me an important thing.
A question I have for you in that light. Sometimes you will choose wood that is more vibrant and speaks more quickly, but sometimes with that same wood it can be a bit stiffer, right, and brighter. What are some things that you can do to make a bright and fast resonating stick kind of soften in the sound? Is it just mainly from the graduations you do, or is it
from
cambering?
Yeah, it's a combination of everything for me. You know, everything is related each other. You know, thickness, shape of the stick. You know, how round it is. You know, and then how camber there is, where is it, and all the relation of each places of the stick. Camber, thickness, everything, all this is related, and it's a big one that needs to be think while it's made. From the beginning, actually, normally when I choose a stick, when I take wood and I see it, the bow is made. The bow is in my head.
Yeah.
The bow is in my head, and then after that, I know where I'm going, and I'm doing it, and most of the time it's the bow that was in my head that went out.
And well, that's incredible. That's really nice. It's nice to hear that. One thing is with that work, when you envision that work, when you look back, you know, from when you started to now, do you feel like the style of your making has changed like a lot, or is it constantly an evolution for you, or?
I would have liked to have been able to do that. You know, these all one picture, and each bow you take a picture in each instrument, and then you see the, like after that you make
from the beginning until now.
Yeah, and how it reacts. I would pretty sure like it's like when you see a face of a person that grows, you see a shape change.
Yeah. Right.
And I'm sure it's the same with my bows and with every bows of every bow maker actually.
Yeah,
we can see
true,
that on all bows, and we can see that on modern bows as well. First bow, and then evolution to mid age, and then after that evolution to the end of the life of a bow maker. So yes, it's evolving. Each one. They are the first one that I've done are aesthetically different, but all for me perfect. Well, the best bow made out of that wood that I was having, you know, and this is the most thing. Making a bow is like I have kids. Okay, so making a bow is like raising kids. You want to give them what is the best for them, and you want to raise them and so that they come good person and good behavior. And for wood and for bows, I think it's the same actually. You just I'm there to give them the best they can.
It's in a way, I almost feel like then it's like adoption or something for, you know, the bow maker had made the bow, but then it's passed to the musician, where now it starts to come alive and actually change.
Yeah, they start their career.
Right?
They start their career with
and it changes. The bows tend to change a little bit, and you know they may need some adjustment and some guidance, you know.
Exactly.
As well, and I think that's a good analogy. For musicians trying your work, do you have anything that you would recommend when they're trying a bow, what they should look for in a bow? Maybe some top things that they should look for in a bow?
Most of the time, what I say to musician is follow your feeling, follow your art. You know, they know what they want. They know what they need. This is one thing, sentiment. Okay, and then after that, you want to have like a kind of a more thinking. And what I say is, what are you practicing at the moment? Okay, practice it, and if it's better, or if you feel that you're better when you practice that, well, we are in a good way. You know, it means that the bow is good for you. And then after that, you have to try, you know, articulation. You want to try string change. You want to try strokes. You know, you want to try a lot of stuff. And if all this each time is working well, that's good. And then after that, you have to think of sound. So the match between the violin and the musician and the bow. So this is all things that you have to check, and you have after that to choose what is the most important for you, because there's always something that is not perfect, you know. And when it is, that's super. So this is realistically, it has to be something that needs to be sentimental, but after that you have to think a little bit more.
Oh, it's great to think and hear your ideas about that, and it's nice to get to know your philosophies on bow making and with your connection with musicians and music. It's really nice to hear from you about that. So
yeah, this is so fun to be with musicians and to talk to them and to have a good relation with them, and have comments, and which is a good thing, and that's why I'm happy to be in Montreal as well.
oh, yes,
Because there's a
access.
nice relation with all professional musicians, students, everyone, and it's super nice.
Well, it's a pleasure to have this talk with you, Eric, and it's great to work with you.
Thank you.
Yeah.